Okay guys, welcome back to my Legendthrough. Nothing's changed since yesterday because I don't come on to do too much at night. I was tempted to farm the mask, as frustrating as that just was. But we're going to get the covetous serpent ring before we even think about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Undead Parish. We're going to get the covetous ring. We're going to go to the Great Hollow and we're going to get some resources for our sword. Because I think we've fought the creatures that drop red titanite chunks. I just don't think we've been lucky enough to get drops. But I do know a few places where there are items for this, so we'll double check there. My problem is though, I can't remember what part of the hollow it's on, and if it's in Ash Lake. If it's in Ash Lake, we can play with the dude in Ash Lake, I guess. That could be fun. Not a big fan of Ash Lake, and I don't know if a legend can be cursed, but I guess we'll find out. I also did a bit of PvP last night, not on this build, on another build. Found out that my Vitality whore build is essentially a broken build at this point because it has modded statistics, and I'm against modding your statistics. It's just something that happened to have happened, and it's a problem with the editor where it can sometimes stack the Ring of Favour and Protection. So I have a character who's wearing 2 rings of favour and protection even when I take the ring off, which is kind of bizarre. But that's the way it is, so that is a build I'll probably take into the forest or never use. Because it has 2,800 life. It's wearing the Mask of the Mother, it's got the double faps on, and it's got 65 vitality. And I made the same build in Mugen Monkey, and it says I should have 2100 vitality, so something, somewhere, has gone very wrong. It also has 230 endurance, which is obviously wrong, because you're meant to only be able to have, what is it, 192 at max? So, something done messed up. Thank you. And it is the type of build I intended to do everything with. Forest, dueling, invading. Because it's an elemental build that has every single weapon in the game. And it's got the HP to make up for the fact that it won't have the damage of a scaled correctly build. Well, that clipped me. Good job, dude. Did I turn this? No. Hello, friend. Oh, wow, it just put it open for me. That was handy. There it is. Whoa! Shuffing hell, that scared me. I know it was going to be close. I didn't think it was going to be that bloody close. I don't have any homeward bones. I wonder why. So, let us wait for the elevator of Troll. I'm sorry, did you think I was going to wait for more than half a second? I guess you fell into the pit, didn't you? Yes. I started Demon Strolls last night. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing a spear build, because I've never done it. Which I think sounds like a fun idea. And I managed to kill the Vanguard, which is not a difficult task by any standards, but it's one of those things where it's very easy to get killed. And then we went on to do pretty much standard Demon Souls stuff. And the good thing about the spear build is I don't know where to find a good spear. I don't really know too much about... Yeah, this is not good. He's going to hit me with the lightning. He didn't. Interesting. Right, can we see the Fight Club area? Is it on top of there? Where people fight? I can't remember. But every time I go to Demon Souls, the speed of it and certain features of that game I really like. It must be said though, it's the Souls game that I can turn off the easiest because it frustrates me the most. I find it to be a very frustrating game. So let's go Daughter of Chaos and then let's go up. And we can have some fun in the swamp. Got a call today as well from Aiden, formerly of the podcast. And he was asking me if I've got the Division yet. And I was like, nope. And he's like, have you got any plans to get in the Division? And I was like, nope. Because apparently he's having a gaming gathering at his house with a bunch of the people from the podcast, essentially the full podcast crew. And the objective of that gathering will be the Division. So I kind of feel like I should buy the Division now, so I should do that. But the problem is, it's happening the same day Hitman releases, and I have to cover Hitman. And it's one of these things where normally I would be like, well, fuck it, these are my friends. You know, you've got to prioritize your friends over everything, because that's what friends are. You know, you're there for them, and it's one of the best parts of life. But at the moment in time, I'm treating YouTube as a job, so I have to be all upon the grill of YouTube, and to just fob off the first real prospect of this year outside of the stuff I've already covered is not good business. As much as I don't really refer to my YouTube as a business, even though in a lot of ways I suppose it is. Look at this mess. It's almost a different game, isn't it? Can you imagine if there was a mod that made the frame rate like this the entire time? I bet Lobos would definitely do a run of that. That man's crazy. Look at it. If we look up there, it looks better. But not by much. I'm just hoping there's nothing in Dark Souls 3 remotely close to this kind of performance. I don't mind if there's a Blighttown. In fact, I'd probably be disappointed if there wasn't. But just make sure it performs, that's all I ask. That's all I want. Oh! I saw a funny video too last night. It was a dude lamenting this ring that's in Dark Souls 3, and the ring gives you HP back for every consecutive attack, which makes me think it's going to work a hell of a lot like the rally mechanic in Bloodborne, which, just for the sake of the people who might not know Bloodborne too well, rally is the name for the ability to get HP back if you attack the enemy, or if you attack an enemy after taking damage. And it is a system that's... Can you get off me, please? This is awkward. You're all up in my grill, dude. I'm a legend. The legend does not get molested by giant, creepy bug men. But it enables you to get life back when you take damage. Only, this might be procced much sooner. I guess we don't really know just yet. And he made this video saying it's going to be, you know, casual R1 spamming thing. And I watched it, and my immediate reaction was the Ring of the Evil Eye. And the Ring of the Evil Eye, for the uninitiated, is it this one? Is a ring that is kind of shitty. It's kind of worthless in a lot of shitty ways. I always go down when I should have gone up. And it gives you a little bit of life back every time you kill an enemy. It's like 20 HP. My HP right now is 1452. Imagine getting 20 HP back every time I kill something. It's not a big thing. Over time it's decent, but it's not an immediate win every situation kind of thing. Neither is the rally system in Bloodborne. In Bloodborne, it enabled a lot of sloppy play thanks to the ability to regain life. So if you watch the right kind of gameplay for Bloodborne, Bloodborne can look like a very mashy, casual, easy game, and it's not true. It's just, it can look that way. And don't get me wrong, you will have success in Bloodborne by mashing R1. You'll have the same kind of success in Bayonetta by mashing attack. But it doesn't mean that the game doesn't have depth, and it doesn't mean that there isn't skill there or complexity. It just means that the player who you're watching who's doing that either doesn't know that or doesn't have any interest in that. And if that's how they choose to play, then that's perfectly fine. This should be fun. Everybody's favourite area. That's the Chloranthy ring, I believe. You can get it really early too if you want it, just by coming here before you do the bells. I think that's a good idea to try and roll onto that. Oh, that was lucky. So there's one of them. I think that's the one I remembered. I'm at a loss now, because I think there's two. And I need two to upgrade, so... Yeah, I really do not want to jump onto that. Can I do a little bit of the old shimmy, shimmy, shimmy? Ugh. So this place... There was a crystal lizard disappearing. Always good to see. This is a scary place. And it's only scary because of the detection and the movement. The movement and the detection of... Oh, you see it? Look at it. Stalking me. Like those things in Willow that turn into that Hydra when you kill them. Oh my goodness. I feel like I've took a wrong turn. But there's no hillbillies or rejects to tell me that I've done this. I'm just going off my balls. My balls are tingling. They're not actually tingling, but you know what I mean. But it's also the slippiness. For some reason, the platforming in these games has a slippiness to it, where you land on something, and then the collision pushes you off. Something just killed itself. See what I mean? He hasn't been down here before, so he's just like, this is bullshit. Oh, no. No. This could be bad. Oh, this is really bad. I think we fucked up. Because this... I'm gonna die! Oh, it was going so well. I suppose we could try and... I mean, what even is that? Is that a roll space, do you think? A jump space? A jump, you'll never land on that. Maybe if you run. This could work. This could not work too. God, this is not going to work. Fuck it. Hey, we didn't die though. About to get cursed, like. Stop it! That might have worked if I'd have hit it at a better angle with more speed, but it didn't work. We're alive, and that's the main thing. You gotta watch the holes here too. They fit in really well. Look how trolley that is. So trolley. Jump. See, that guy had no idea. He survived. Oh, no he didn't. He hit a branch on the way down, and then he died. Poor guy. This is what we want. I have no idea if we've passed all the red titty chunks. Because down here it's just dragon scales, isn't it? It's the land of dragon scales. Dragon scales and curse frogs. Oh, we've got pretty decent curse resistance. Thanks to the armor and thanks to the humanity, I would guess. Is he running all the way around? No. He's over there jizzing. Jizzing on everything. I kind of wish the curse still stacked. I think it was fair. You get yourself into that spot, you should have to dig yourself out. You know, they're only in 2 areas in the game. So why not let them have that bullshitness? I thought it was okay. The problem is, far too many people got cursed. And it was like a tornado of people getting cursed. It was kind of crazy. I didn't much understand it myself. Because the only time I've ever been cursed is when I intentionally did it. Ah, here we go. Violent Mushroom Men. Whoa. They take a beating. You would not think a fungus thing would take a fire weapon, or a chaos weapon, for that matter. I suppose you could call this kind of cruel. In some ways. I can understand that. Eye of Death. Well, that was weird. Not too bothered about the little ones, though. It's the big guy that has my ticket. These are terrible at spacing. Of course, it's to our advantage. Is that 2 big ones? Yeah, that's 2 big ones. 3 big ones. They've got the Zangief punch as well. From Street Fighter V. That punch that gives him armor if you charge it. So, Ash Lake. One of the coolest places in Dark Souls that most new players never find. Because, come on, who's going to find this place unless you are incredibly attentive? Can't you do this? Yeah, you can. Down there is something, is it? No, it's on the side. My only issue with this area is how it's very difficult to see the edge of the land. Because of the water effects are all weird for some reason. But look at it. This is a foreboding looking zone. It's got some great atmospherics. Always reminds me of Atlas. You know, this idea that these great trees are perhaps supporting the world. You know, going back to the whole myths and folklore of Yggdrasil. Now, is this guy going to play nice or is this guy going to be a dick? That is la question. It looks like he's playing nice. He's going to stop and spit at me. Watch this shit. So this is Mr. Dead Angle. Look how close he's getting. Alright, dude, I don't want to taste your balls. Wow, I don't know if I've ever been this close to this guy. Look at him! This is great. This is, I mean, it's dangerous, but it's cool. Why did he come so close? This is awesome. Can't you get this guy to kill himself? I think you can. Oh, fellas. Here he comes. Consistently hitting me. Fuck. For all my stamina. GG, fella. That's the breath, is it not? Yeah. That was dirty. We don't play like that. Here it comes. Don't dead angle me. Good lad. No, nothing. Not a carrot. Just press Y. Don't you dare. I hope Dark Souls 3 has the ability to lock onto several parts of a boss. I also hope it retains the limb damage that Bloodborne, sorry, did so very well. You might be wondering why I did that. I couldn't get my shield back on. I pressed Y twice and I just got nothing. I'll never understand why the systems enable that to happen. Because you can have sessions where it... bollocks. It never happens, and then you'll have sessions where it does. And I think it's the frame rate. You notice how the frame rate went to shit? I think it ate the import. Because that's why frame rate is important for the people who don't understand. It's so that you have a larger window with an A, a larger window to nail the input that you want. That was weird. And if you want the best possible input window, you want more frames. The more frames, the better the window. Is he gone? Is there two down here? I think there might... Or is it just him that follows you? I think he follows you. There you go. Dragon Scale, ooh.